Hey everybody, how are you doing? Happy Sunday evening. This is Tabitha Jane, and I wanted to come to you and answer a question. I was, excuse me, I was going to do a live tarot reading, and I still may, I don't know, but I really felt like this was important when I shared the Pick a Crystal reading earlier today. Someone had asked about the Opalpono prayer. And that's what I would like to talk to you all about today. So again, this is Tabitha Jane. Hi, welcome. I hope you're enjoying your Labor Day weekend. And I wanted to talk to you about forgiveness, about healing, and releasing those energies. So, first, welcome to the channel if you're new. Thank you for joining me. And if you enjoy the information I share and my style, please leave me a comment if what I share resonates. And if you like my techniques, consider subscribing. That would be an amazing way to help support this channel and what I can do for all of you. So, to the question in the reading. The question was, does Opalpono prayer help heal narcissistic and codependent energies? And my personal feeling about this is yes, it does. The Opalpono prayer helps heal whatever it is that's within you, because that's what healing is about. Healing and forgiveness are about what's inside of you. So before we go into the Opalpono prayer, let's talk a little bit about healing and forgiveness and what that means from my perspective. I grew up in a very abusive family environment. I was an empath born into a narcissistic environment. That was my norm. So I perpetuated the cycle. My marriage with my children's father, he was very narcissistic. And I perpetuated the narcissistic, codependent empath relationship with him. The empath in me is very, very good at anticipating the needs of others before they even speak them. And the codependent was that if I took good enough care of him, he would love me for me. And of course, a narcissist is someone who lacks empathy and requires constant praise. There's a lot to being a narcissist, okay? And there's different levels of narcissism. So you can't just say, oh, well, these are the check the boxes. No, it doesn't work like that. There's different levels of narcissism, and to a certain degree, we all have narcissism in us, but there's a healthy level, and then the healthy level is where we prioritize ourselves and value ourselves enough so that we have extra to give to others. The unhealthy is when we go past that, where our ego and it's like our ego and our lack of empathy, our lack of sympathy, our inability to compromise or be compassionate for anybody else in their circumstances. It's a gray area. And if you want to learn more about narcissism and codependency, I have a section on this channel. If you just click on my name, Tabitha Jane, then you can go back and watch some of those videos. And again, if you have questions, if you'd like clarification, just let me know. I'm happy to share with you my knowledge, my experience, my understandings, my perspectives, and see if that resonates and fits for you. So, going back to the forgiveness and healing aspect, to me, one of the very first things is taking ownership of your role in the situation. So, as I shared previously, I was an empath, a very highly sensitive person with very strong, the very strong ability to sense the emotions and the feelings of others, okay? And I was born into a very narcissistic, very abusive environment. So that was my norm. And I perpetuated the cycle. As I've grown, as I've learned, as I've taken time to reflect and connect with myself, I've come to realize my role, my responsibility in all that happened. When I was a little kid, no, it wasn't my responsibility. However, there were lessons of value that I didn't understand, I didn't internalize, and therefore I perpetuated and allowed the cycle to continue throughout my adult life. And once I understood my role, there's a couple things that happened. I was empowered. I was empowered because nothing was happening to me. I was allowing it to happen. There's power in that knowledge. Nothing happens to you without your allowance and acceptance of it. And sometimes that's really hard. I'll be upfront and honest with you. Not everything that I've come to terms with was an easy pill to swallow. But there's power in that. Because now I know. I choose. I choose. No matter what. The second thing with the healing is understanding what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is not forgetting. This is my perspective. Forgetting means you don't remember the lessons? Well, what was the point of the lessons? What was the point of going through that hell? No, that's not forgiveness. Forgiveness is releasing the negative energy, the bitterness, the toxin of the situation, embracing the lesson, and being able to release and let go. Holding on to anger, holding on to bitterness, holding on to resentment is like you drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It doesn't work like that. All you're doing is hurting you. So that's why I say healing, forgiveness is releasing the toxin, releasing the poison, releasing the bitterness, releasing the anger, and being able to look at that lesson neutrally and really gain the value of it and step into your power, your new knowledge as a result of it. So what does this have to do with the Opalpono prayer? The Opalpono prayer is an ancient Hawaiian prayer that the shamans of Hawaii would use to aid in the healing, forgiving, releasing of the poison process. It's a very simple prayer. You can say it anytime you need to, as often as you need to. Personally, when I feel feelings of bitterness or anger or resentment, I grab my Opalpono prayer. When those emotions are fueled by thoughts, okay? Emotions of anger, emotions of resentment, emotions of bitterness, those have to have thoughts to trigger them. So, how do we stop the thoughts to release those emotions? So we change our thoughts so that now we can see the lesson and grow and benefit and really make a difference for our own person. Heal us. Release the poison. Because the poison isn't hurting anybody else. It's just hurting us. How do we do this? One method is the Opalpono prayer. And it is very simple. And it's just, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. So when those emotions, when the thoughts trigger those emotions within you, this is a very simple prayer you can say to help change the thoughts, to help release those emotions. Let it go. Give it to the universe. So that when you take ownership, when you understand your role, again, you are empowered. You are healed. You are no longer a vessel of poisonous toxin resonating within you. And that is an amazing gift, because as you release and let go, you make space within you for new to come in. What is the thing they say? The universe doesn't like a void. The universe doesn't like empty spaces. So when you release and you let go and you create room, you have a void. You have an empty. You're an empty vessel. That allows the new, the good, abundance, your true desires to actually be able to flow into you. But as long as you're holding on to that toxin, poisonous, residual of resentment and anger and bitterness, then that void, there is no void. Your cup is full of that. So yes, you can use the Opalpono prayer to help you with narcissistic abuse, with releasing codependency, anything where your emotions are keeping you in a space of holding that poison, that toxin within you, thinking somebody else is suffering. They're not. That's one of the hardest things, the saddest things. We weren't, I don't know, I wasn't taught that. You get angry at someone, you hold a grudge. What was it? You know, the two clans. These are the normal stories I don't know, I heard growing up, you know, battle between the roses, or the grudge between the two neighbors and things like that. There's no winner. But by you healing and releasing and letting go, you are a winner. And the Opalpono prayer is a method that definitely can help you. And I do have a couple other videos on this channel about healing the deeper wounds. I had to do a lot of that from my childhood. And it's extremely powerful, extremely impactful. Make sure you clear some time. You really do it, you really go deep, as I guide you to in that video. Give yourself some time. But when it's said and done, it's done. It's a one-time thing. It's gone. It's over. There's another video with 2 other techniques where you talk to the different parts of yourself. Very effective. And then that one also has a writing exercise where you stream with your subconscious and your higher self to really understand. So all of these things combined are massively healing, massively releasing, really insightful and open. Create that open space within you where goodness, light, love, abundance has space to flow within you. And what hurt once doesn't hurt anymore. I haven't done a lot of these videos lately, and maybe I should. I can talk about things now because I've released them. And I can share with you the lessons I learned through the process. But really, truly, until you take ownership of your own role, and until you accept that you are powerful, not powerless, that you have the right to choose, that's when you really, really grow. really step into your power, really take ownership of your life. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this answered your question. If you have any other questions, would like any clarifications on anything at any time, please drop me a question. Leave me a comment down below. I do check. And what you guys think, what you feel, it matters. This is why I do what I do, is to help you, to help others, to share my experiences, my knowledge. I just don't always know what it is that best serves you. So thank you once again for your time this evening. And if you found this valuable, I would love to hear your feedback. If you have questions you would like help with, please drop them below. And I will do a live reading here soon. I'm not sure when. Life is like, really, I'm just like you all. I take it one day at a time. But I do my best, and I know you all are doing your best, and I hope this helps you. And if you like my style and you like my content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I appreciate you all. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. And, yeah, let me know how I can help you. I've had a lot of experiences, a lot of healing, a lot of releasing, a lot of growing that I've done. And if my experiences help you, I am more than happy to share at any time. All right, I gotta turn around because this is my space, this is my setup, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Talk to you later. Bye.